Should you cold call on a Sunday? And for that matter, when should you cold call? Is it, when it's too early, when it's too late? What up, everyone? Mike Hill, the Wholesaling Titan here. And in today's video, I'm answering those questions for you. This is actually an excerpt from a longer training I did, about an hour and a half long training on finding motivated sellers, keeping your pipeline full, and specifically talking about cold calling. So I'm going to be answering those questions for you today. Number one, you should be on the next training, man. I'm going to leave a description if you want to check out the replay. Like I said, it's like an hour and a half training. And number two, let me know, do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have questions? Leave them down in the comment section. You guys know I respond to you. Love hearing the feedback. So check the video. Let's jump into that right now, and I will talk to you guys soon. What's the earliest time to call? I mean, guys, there are like general rules, ideally times are usually about like 9 to 8. But at the same time, man, some of these questions are like, they really are like justification, reasons not to do. I'll give you a really good example, right? From my personal life, right? So a lot of you guys know I was in this like committed relationship for almost a decade, right? And things sour, didn't go my way, got out of this relationship. You're out the game as a man for 10 years. No matter how much, maybe I'm not talking to everybody, but for a lot of guys, no matter swagger you think you have, if you haven't approached like a woman in 10 years, you're going to be very shy, or at least I was very, very shy. I didn't want to talk to any girls, nothing. But I'm like, at some point, I'm like, okay, well, this girl's not coming back, so I could just spend the rest of my life alone, or I could get this part of my life handled. So you go out to the club, you see a girl, and what do? You want to almost everything inside your body, at least for me, was being like, don't talk to her. You're going to get rejected. So then what do? You ask your friends, is it okay to talk to her if she's talking to another guy? What if it's her boyfriend? If it's okay to talk to her if she's in a group of her friends, I don't want to interrupt. Is it okay to talk to her, if she's on the phone? Is it okay to talk to her if like she's at the bar ordering a drink? And in reality, obviously, the ideal way would be if she's standing all by herself, right? That's the ideal way to go talk to her. So, when we ask these questions about when is the best time to call, yeah, there are ideal times to call. Call, not too early. Call, around 9 o'clock in the morning. Don't call, when people are probably at dinner or when it's dark outside. Don't call after like 8 p.m. That can be obnoxious. But at the end of the day, if you want to get results, you just go wherever. And sometimes you're going to get, people are going to be like, oh, excuse me. Oh, that's a little bit rude, whatever. But I'll tell you, let's say back to my dating analogy, right? If I go up and talk to like, interrupt 10 different women that I'm attracted to who are in not ideal situations, meaning they're, talking to friends or talking to someone at the bar. And a lot of times you start those conversations, I'm so sorry, I know this is weird or something like that. I know it's a little bit late. Apologies. That, that can help offset that stuff a little bit. But I promise you, I'll make more, especially over time. Let's say you talk to 10 women a night. Now, let's look at that over the course of a month, right? So let's talk to 10 women, twice a week for 4 weeks. So now we're talking about 10, 20, 80 women. If by interrupting them, I'm going to get better results. Even if only, 10 are receptive, I'll get better results than if I keep giving myself the excuse of, oh, it's not an ideal time, so I can't talk to anybody. Now my results stem from, okay, maybe now I'm talking to one person a week for 4 weeks. And then maybe none of them are interested anyway, right? This is what I'm talking about. I talk about volume. So like these kind of questions, I'm not trying to like pick on you guys. They're not like necessarily bad. And I know there's some legitimacy to them, but in the vast majority of cases, and a lot of times this is subconscious. You're not like thinking, oh, I'm trying to like not call, but I'm just telling you, these are, and it's not just this one thing, because I know if you have this type of question, there's probably a list, and probably at least like 70% of that list is subconscious reasons for you not to call. So my thing is, yes, try to follow by some best practices. Like I said, don't call too late or something like that. Or, ideally, maybe don't make most calls on Sundays. But then if the kids are, at a play date, and, the husband or the wife is gone, and you sitting at your computer on a Sunday, and you got time, and you have a list, and you have a phone, and you don't have a deal done, pick that shit up and dial, man, because, instead of worrying about, oh, am I going to offend somebody, you could be like, oh, am I going to offend 3 people I'll never talk to ever again? 10 people will just say no thanks, and then one person will be like, yeah, man, I really need you to help me out with this. This guy, I talked to this guy that called me last week, matter of fact, but he said he was going to call me on Monday. You're like, no, I could actually come out there and see it today. Then next thing you know, you go out there, today, on that Sunday, you get the deal. The wife comes home, the kids come home. Hey, honey, I got this deal. under contract, a week later you got you got a buyer signed, and then 2 weeks later your family's $20,000 richer. You still worried about inconveniencing 3 people on a Sunday? And I will leave you with that thought. And then, is it cool to cold call on Sundays? Depends. I mean, it depends who you're talking to. But, if you ask me if that's cool, I'd prefer people not to call me on Sundays. But this is what I call a question that is, and it's not me picking on anyone because I've asked myself this before and stuff like that. But these types of questions basically almost like giving yourself a justification as to why to not do this, right? The answer is some percentage of the population, especially with our, the country being largely Christian, will prefer not to get calls on Sundays. But, there's somebody that you're going to call on a Sunday that's going to sign a contract with you. There's going to be someone out there who needed you to call on Sunday. There's going to be some other wholesaler out there who did call on a Sunday, who got a contract. And there's going to be some people, like I said, who need you to call on Sunday, who would have done a deal with you on a Sunday, but they gave it to somebody else. So, in my personal opinion, I'd prefer not to get calls on Sundays. I don't do calls on Sundays now personally because that's just a personal decision. That's time that I spend with my daughter. And we hang out, or some days, I'll do brunch with my friends or something like that. So I don't do it personally, but I don't think there's any universal law against it. It's not like I tell you, like, don't make calls after like 8, but I think it's fine. And I think it's like, are you willing to kind of inconvenience some people in hopes of getting a deal? But yeah, and a lot of times the people you would inconvenience, they wouldn't be doing deals with you anyway. So I can be a little bit obnoxious like that, but I get aggressive goals. I want to hit it, and I have people who need me to do that for them as well. So I'd say by all means call, especially if you find that you have extra time on Sunday. Maybe be a little bit thoughtful and don't call super late, but I would.